Hey guys, welcome to Luxor Temple. Okay, so I have to do this quickly. If you look behind me, that's this promenade of sphinxes. This goes back 3 kilometers, which goes all the way to Karnac Temple. So there's 2 main temples here. There's Karnac and there's Luxor. So this promenade connects to Karnac, and that in front of me is Luxor Temple. So what you're looking at here is a bunch of statues of King Ramses II. The guy would be, well, I don't know if it's narcissistic. He puts a lot of statues up to tell people that he kicks ass. It's a power thing. It's a bunch of kind of big dick energy, I guess. The obelisk, these came in, I think the guide said they came in the new era of Egypt. I can't remember what he called it. So basically the obelisk said that this was a place of religion. So King Ramses II built this whole thing in the front here. That was all built by him. Fun fact is we're going in to on the right, you'll see a statue of Ramses, and it's actually cracked. So I'm just going to stop here for a sec. So you can see on the one on the left, it's flat. The one on the right has like an obelisk attached to it. That's because you can see there's a crack right there. So that was used to balance the crack out. All right, moving right along. So this is also built by Ramses II. So this would be around, 1175 BC. Hey guys, camera time. This is built about 1175 BC. Now we're in these 3 rooms kind of behind me. If you turn around, look behind me. I'm going to just keep walking. Those 3 are from the original temple. This antechamber here, this is where the common folk would come to celebrate. Just on my left, up in the top there, that's a mosque that was built. So this was occupied by Christians, of course, who destroyed tons of shit, as they always fucking did. You know, faces chipped off and things redone. The promenade in front of me. So what they would do is right in the very back is where the statue of the god was, and they would carry it out on a little boat, and then they would put that on the Nile on a real boat, and that's kind of how they moved it. Or they actually carried it all the way to Karnac. So 20 days a year it would be sitting at Karnac. All right, so this is all built by Ramses. So now we're getting to more of the original stuff. The original part of the temple was built by Amenhotep III around 1500 BC. So he's the first guy to have it. Then Ramses came around. He built all the stuff in the front. I think King Tut, actually we just passed King Tut statue back there. King Tut did a bunch of the work, not a bunch, I can't say a bunch. I know King Tut touched it, but I think it's mostly Ramses. This is all Amenhotep III, I believe. Hey! And yeah, so it was taken over, so built by ancient Egyptians. Then it was taken over by Alexander the Great. And there's actually some images of Alexander the Great in there. Then there was a Hellenistic period, so it was ruled by the Greeks for a few hundred years. Then the Romans took over, and before Constantine I made Christianity the main religion of the Roman Empire, which is about 325 CE. This place still had, hold on a second. This place still had Christian groups who would kind of take refuge in these temples. But they, even after Christianity became the main religion, they were then allowed to use it, and then they really did some damage to it. But then they kind of left it, they stopped using it. probably because they had their own churches and stuff. Fast forward a few hundred years and this whole place was covered in silt. So that mosque, I think I said, if you look to the left, there's a mosque. That level of that mosque, that was built actually on the ground. Right, so this used to be mostly covered by silt from the Nile floods. I got 10 minutes and I gotta get back, so I gotta boogie. Any way to cheat my way through here? Yeah, there is. Okay, let's take the cheat route. Okay, so this is all part of the inner chamber, which is where the priest would be. Oh shit, no, can't. So where we're gonna go to in here was also part of the inner chamber.
Même les murs accordés, et quand les chrétiens arrivent, les murs autrefois, ils ont mis les blocs à l'envers. Regardez là.
Alright, so if you look up on the left there, that is a depiction of the Last Supper. So this kind of alcove right in front of me here, that the Christians did. They built it to block off the back passage. And they decorated, they tiled over everything and did the Christian thing. So now we're going to go into the actual sanctum in the middle. So this is the inner sanctum area, or part of it. Let's have a look at these. So these are all scenes of offerings. You can see the big cows up there. Right, so that's always going to be a king offering to a god, usually. I guess I was wrong when I said only Chinese people smoke at temples, because there's such a fucking lack of respect. I mean, it's bad enough where everyone's yelling and talking, but some good stuff up there too. Let's go through it.
Muy fácil, muy barato aquí la Argentina, muy barato.
So this is the inner sanctum. Completely destroyed. Again, this would be destroyed by Christians who occupy it.
Und that granite piece used to put two statues into that Amurra.
That guy there, that's Alexander the Great.
And this show you offering of food.
Right by the guy, so it's a fertility god. It's Alexander the Great.
So this is just
You can tell it's Alexander the Great. Here's the cartouche of Alexander the Great. And this thing here, if you touch it, it's good luck. It's supposed to help you. So, it's hard to, you can't tell that's Alexander the Great by looking at him. You have to look at the cartouche, because in the ancient times, in antiquity, I think we can go up this way. In antiquity, all but two pharaohs. One was Ramses III, I can't remember the other one. They used realisms, but all the other ones used idealism. So they would make a statue of a king look like a king. So they would give it, you know, the body and, you know, looking beautiful, all that kind of stuff. So the only way you can tell them apart for the ideologue ones is by their cartouche. What are we doing here? 6 minutes. So I got a boogie. I got to meet the group. I hope this leads out. Anyway, so in terms of like, this is a very cool temple to see. The only problem is, of course, just the crowds. Probably going back this way. Probably more interesting. Yeah, the crowds are a problem everywhere, but I think if you, I think if you came here, like if I come here again, I don't think I would go to Cairo again, not to the pyramids, because as amazing as they are, you know, you've seen them, and there's not much going on in the pyramids. There's not like hieroglyphics or anything like that. Whereas all these temples up in Upper Egypt, there's tons of hieroglyphics and wall murals and bas-relief art. So to me, this really is a place like Luxor. You know, come here, spend a few days, and try and come at off-peak times. So, you know, get an early start in the morning and just wander around. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now and just speed back home, but I'll leave my camera on so we can see some stuff. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut it off now because I want to make sure it saves okay.